Hey gang, FLX Beer Reviews back again with another episode of As the Beer Swirls. I'm Dan.
I am Mike. Dan, I already know what it is, but I feel like you want to tell me anyway. So what are we drinking?
Absolutely, I do. I want to tell the people, actually. This beer is from the Ommegang Brewing Company, and they're out of Cooperstown, New York. And this is their Triple Barrel Blend, limited release for this fall season. And Mike, this beer comes in at 12.7 ABV, and it's crafted with, ready for this?
Tell me now.
As if you don't already know.
But I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
So, Brandy Barrel-Aged Three Philosophers.
Okay.
Whiskey Barrel-Aged Stout, which I'm assuming is last year's Wegmans exclusive. Their double barrel whiskey stout, which was amazing.
Arguably one of the
Aged
best
for
beers of the year.
30 months in barrel.
30 months.
And then they took their Grand Cru Brown Ale and they aged that in Wheated Bourbon Barrels and then mixed all these together. Animals. So yeah, let's hop into it. Mike, where did we get the beer?
We got this beer from our good pal, Beerhead for the Win, or Beerhead FTW, as some call him. His Instagram channel, we will link down in the description. You got to check it out. Makes some of the best beer pours ever. Great guy. We shared some beers. This was one of them. Are absolutely delighted to get into it.
It's got a Best By date of September 10th, 2026. So,
okay. Dan, safe to say that last year's Double Barrel was just an unreal beer. So expectations were significantly high for this one.
So yeah, do that last year's, the Wegmans exclusive.
Oh my gosh.
That stout was freaking amazing. If I would have known, I would have bought like 2 more 4 packs.
I think you coined it perfectly when you said it was Bourbon County on a budget.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so we wouldn't be the channel we are. We wouldn't be the beer reviewers that we are if we didn't maintain just a little level of honesty and transparency with you folks. I've had this beer.
I've had like 3 of these beers.
Yes. But
hashtag proper glassware.
Yeah, he's like, so many words. We'll get on the channel.
He's like, yeah, you might like to review it. Yeah, absolutely. It's dark.
Did we mention the hashtag proper glassware?
Oh, hashtag proper glassware all day. James of Thrones.
This started this review. It's just trashed. I don't know what we're doing.
It's all right.
Something we lost our way.
We lost our way. It's a new year, and we have no clue what we're doing. It's dark. Beautiful bit of red down there. Nice little tan khaki head, just kind of trying to.
This mixed with Mike's Old Spice, it's something to behold.
That's gonna get us split.
I didn't mention it. They took the blend and then aged that 6 to 18 in 6 to 18 year Kentucky bourbon barrels as well. So, yeah,
and it smells like a fully rested and relaxed bourbon.
So I will tell you, when I drank this, I very much enjoyed it. But I just kind of drank it to drink it. You know, didn't really think about it too much.
Yeah.
Something that comes to mind with this beer is the Firestone Walker Anniversary Ale, because that's a blend of a lot of different barrel-aged program beers from the program. So I'm kind of getting those vibes, but there is definitely that huge Belgian influence. I would say, if they didn't say the percentage in which they blended, but I would say it's probably higher three philosophers than the stout and the brown ale.
Okay. That would make sense.
But yeah, that brandy kind of barrel, it's got that sweet kind of fig and apricot kind of thing going on. Big oak, lots of oak.
That was going to be my main first point, is the oak just comes through. It's just soaked and saturated and all that, those bourbon esters in there, the stone fruits and whatnot. It's just, it smells decadent.
It has that kind of brown sugar, sweet Belgian candy sugar thing going on. You want to just get a sip and chew on it for a while?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Right, cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Beerhead.
From when I had this, And so now I could safely say the one drawback of this, I think, is the body.
Yep, that's
The body is thin.
Yep.
For the ABV and everything, and for what's in it, I think the body is thin.
It's really my only drawback.
You know what? That might be the brown ale though. Like I feel like if it was just the taste delivers, it just pounces on the palate in such a just all the wonderful like sugary sweet treats of the world, like all those savory like molasses, gingerbread, your sandies, your pecan sandies from like the Keebler elves, those little crazy bastards doing their thing over there in the Keebler tree. Kind of get that with like this walnut bready like hashtag banana zucchini bread thing. Yeah. What do you then there's that oaked tobacco leather from the barrel.
Right off the rip, it just glides over your palate. It's just a smooth, satiny finish where my knock is the same as yours. The body's thin on this, but it almost gets made up for by that silky smoothness because the flavors are so vibrant and it just coats your palate. The barrel character it holds everything together. It's probably my favorite aspect of it. But then getting in there with your brown sugars and your gingerbread and your molasses, and there's little bits of caramel, and there's maybe not milk chocolate, but it's not completely dark chocolate in there. It's just such a melange of just amazing flavors that you just, even though it's thin, you can sip it and you're not chugging it, and it's delicious.
And again, I don't know if it's the chalice or if it's the beer, but every time I drink an Ommegang beer lately, I just feel like Peter Dinklage needs to be sitting across from me, and we're in the set of like Game of Thrones. And I'm just like, here,
drink this ale while I regale you with tales that I've learned. Yeah,
it's a fine beverage. This would work really nice with some poultry, like a nice poultry
dinner. I was just gonna say,
like duck or something.
Pairing this with a meal,
like a fatty duck.
Oh yeah, any kind of succulent meat that you're having, some seasoned vegetables or whatever. This beer works, and I think the thinner body almost complements that more because you're like, oh, I can have maybe a slightly heavier meal because this isn't gonna weigh me down, and it's almost gonna wash it down a little bit more.
So from the fruity aspect, I'm gonna drop something on you. I get like a lot of grape.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The red grape.
Like, you know what I think of, honestly, is the little smokies in the grape. Yeah. I made those for Christmas.
Yeah.
It was like we didn't do a meal. We just did a bunch of hors d'oeuvres and like sandwiches, like subs.
Yeah.
Build your own sub. So I made those, the little smokies and meatballs, but with the grape jelly.
With the grape jelly. Fuller does the meatballs in that.
Yeah. Yep. That's what we did.
It's so good. Here's the big question. Double or the triple?
I prefer the stout more.
Okay.
So
I do too, but
again, I think we mentioned it, but the stout was the double reserve Imperial Stout. It was like, I want to say like 13 point something %, aged like 30 months in Kentucky bourbon barrels. And it was Bourbon County on a budget.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that, but
that beer was damn near perfect.
But if I want a really nice Belgian beer, like a nice barrel-aged Belgian beer, I think this is fantastic.
I think we need to bring up something else that we don't generally talk about on this channel. Price point for this beer. 4-pack of bottles, and was it less than $15 or something like that? What
it was 16.
16 or what was the stout last year?
So the stout was $18.99.
Why did I think it was like 16 or so?
No, they had it on sale.
Or it was on sale.
Wegmans,
that's why.
Because it was exclusive, so Wegmans put it on sale.
That's right. They put it on sale.
So it was like $14 for the 4-pack or whatever. But still, you can't beat that.
It was
for this level of quality.
Insane.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really spurned on that whole Bourbon County on a budget thing. You're like, I can get a 4-pack of this kind of beer versus paying more for one bottle of Bourbon County and
Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty much.
Fantastic beer. What do you rate it?
4.25.
Okay. Yeah, I'm up there. This is definitely. I'll give it a 4.3. It's really good. The body is what holds it back for me, but I think even though it holds it back for just single drinking right now, I think it can be. It's a positive in certain aspects, like if you're pairing it with
the mouthfeel sort of saves it, but yeah, the body's what's holding it back. If I had just a little bit more oomph.
Yep.
Yeah. So
good stuff.
Yeah.
Beerhead for the win. Thank you. Glad to drink an extra bottle of that all day long. Do you have any cheap, good beers like this that you enjoy or you can get locally that you're like, I will drink this over some of that high quality stuff? Let us know. And thanks for watching. Cheers.
Oh, wow, you're really reaching in there.